It means a lot because I grew up with doing cross-country skiing. It's always a tradition for everyone.
There's a big culture in Norway for cross-country skiing.
You can't really express the feeling, to be fair, because it's a lot of emotions.
I have some problems sometimes with throwing up before races because I get so nervous.
The thing is, it's hard work, no matter what. You have to enjoy it.
That's something that really will stick to my mind forever.
We are pushing the limits, so it's supposed to be hard, but we need to have control.
The smallest details can make the biggest difference.
Hopefully, everybody's coming to share.
Okay, hi.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Rudy.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Hey, hello. I'm Rudy. Mats. I'm Rudy. Rudy. Hello. I'm sure many of you maybe know us from the past, also with the products. We are a Swiss company. We were actually founded here in this place in Wollerau. So we're very happy to have you here. And we'll just guide you through our facilities.
So our mission is to make the best cross-country skiers in the world even better. Hello, I'm Rudy. I'm with Sponser since almost 20 years' time, and I am a former professional triathlete. I'm an Olympian, and also I had one of the fastest times in Ironman distance. So my role is really to help the athletes to perform at their very best level. I think science is just one part, but very important is to make it very practical so it fits the athlete's needs, the taste, and how to actually use it in everyday's life. We know with nutrition there's lots of studies, but for me it was more important how does it affect my performance instead of just a general performance. And this is why I'm a big believer in data, to actually measure things, to see whether or not it has an impact on my performance. I think it's crucial to always stay open-minded, to search for new ways in order to optimize performance when it's about testing the products in practice, but also when it's about gathering different ideas on what's still not available out there that might has a huge impact on performance. There is no general rules of thumb. It's really about optimizing the individual things that we can actually measure and also see what impact they actually bring. Everybody is different, and you really have to focus on optimizing each individual's performance instead of coming out with just general recommendations. We're working hand in hand with our athletes to develop new products. We also take into account all their feedback from all the different sports, which I think makes it quite unique because you get a far wider insight into all the different approaches that they have. And I want to use my knowledge when it comes to sport nutrition and all the protocols so the athletes can also implement that, always with the mission they can become even better. And I'm a strong believer that these small details actually can make the biggest difference on that top level.
So safe travels, eh? And by car it's 1 hour 50, maybe here it's 1 hour. Hey, safe travels, you have the balls? Okay. You also have? I take some more, otherwise I have to keep it with you. Hey, thanks for coming by.
for tomorrow? Huh? Are you
Hi, I am Astrid Slin. Right now I'm training for the sprint relay together with Kristin. I think that will be an amazing experience. Night time here in Davos with a lot of the people around, and everything will be the perfect frame for start off of this weekend. And then I'm looking really forward to ending my weekend here with a 20k classic on Sunday. It's a race that should suit me pretty well, so I'm really excited.
from Norway now? It's quite dark and come down here in the sun. Hi, my name is Sjur, and I'm the trainer of the women's team in Norway cross country. And today we have some speed training here in the competition course for tomorrow's race. So they will do 2 laps, try the corners, try the uphill. So today is an important session, so just come join us.
So my name is Eric. I'm one of the coaches for the men's team. So yeah, that's my role. There's a big culture in Norway for cross-country skiing. Let's just start with that. So we have so many good athletes, not only at our team, but who are pushing us from behind. The historical background with a lot of good Norwegian skiers, which have been the idols for the guys who are going now. And I think we have sort of figured out a good way of training in Norway, but I think the most important thing is the cultural part. The Norwegian training method is quite wide. I think the concept which many of the good athletes from Norway are learned up to is hard work pays off. Some are tending more to a lot of hard intensity, double threshold. We are more towards many training hours at low intensity, polarized training. If we look at what we have done the last 8 years, is that we have sort of changed from maybe 10% of high intensity training and 90% low intensity. We are now looking at 95% of low intensity training, and those 5% is very little of all-out intensity. It's on the control basis. I don't want to see athletes just lying in the besides of the road and heavily breathing and all out. I want to see control. Yeah, it's supposed to be hard, but we need to have control. And maybe add more minutes to it, maybe add more volume instead of adding intensity. One important aspect of this is I'm a coach for quite grown-up athletes. I'm quite sure these athletes have pushed their aerobic capacity quite to the limit. At least as young athletes who are in a development phase, I think it's important to learn how to train hard, what hard it really is. Technique is a big role. I think it's more important now than maybe 6, 7, 8 years ago, playing a huge part. So, and in the early years of development, I think technique is, you take it more easy. It's hard to learn a 30-year-old good technique. It's easier with a 15-year-old. And the last part is to learn how to enjoy the ride, because it takes so much effort, it takes so much training hours. So to be able to enjoy that part, because if you're not enjoying it enough, then you start making shortcuts. and then you can't be as good as the ones who are competing here. You have to enjoy it. I think the Norwegian method is quite wide. It's a big box with a lot of good training, but the thing is, it's hard work, no matter what.
Og de blir ikke harde, vet du. I think maybe the normal energy bars get too hard sometimes when it's cold. But this stay easy to eat.
Energy balls, the new one.
Yeah,
It's good.
yeah, very good. This
Salty caramel, yeah.
Hi guys, my name is Sponser. Today we had a session before the competition tomorrow. We are super excited. Hopefully everybody's coming to share. Yeah.
This makes you younger. This makes you more handsome. And this buckle right here makes you fast. So
Perfect combo.
started with this in the age when I was 55, I think, a few years ago. And yeah, it's improved a lot.
Two axers at each bench, so one at each side. And yeah, there's a lot of skis.
And two guys working in here only work with glide. Glide products and structure.
Yeah.
So they go out. The skis you see here is just test skis. So they are exactly the same.
All the same.
All the same. And they have a number and they do parallel tests.
Yeah.
They do one glide out,
Yeah.
change skis, do another one. Then you have a factor. You can see these carry with 30 centimeters and you change skis. We have a test series for glide products, for structure, topping products, liquids, everything. So,
Yeah. Wow.
so 1 hour before the race start, we have a lot of information. So we have to choose what to do with the race skis for the athletes. And all the glide will be done here by the two guys. And the final tuning or setup on the ski, the athlete's personal waxer will do.
Do you do kind of a pre-race hydration protocol?
We have like on the evening before the race, some apple juice and salt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you kind of measure the salt mixed with. So I might have some.
I think you could have some good.
Maybe I can give you some good tips on the weekend. It's also, it varies widely from one person to another, because the way how we sweat is completely different.
Okay.
One thing is the amount that we sweat, and the other thing is how does your sweat look like the consistency with, especially electrolytes, talking electrolytes.
Okay.
So we lose a lot of sodium.
Yeah.
But the amount of sodium that we lose can differentiate, can be 10 times more with you than with you.
Sander Burås Jonassen, social media manager for the Norwegian cross-country team. Usually the biggest challenges for me as a social media manager is to get close enough to the athletes to share with all of the Norwegian followers or all the international followers the experience of being an athlete in the Norwegian cross-country team, and to get as close up when they cross the finish line or when they're starting, and get all the behind the scenes so everyone can see what it's really like to be part of this team. I think we're so successful because we're a great team where we acknowledge each other and we share experiences and knowledge through each segments within the organization. And that makes the team so successful because We also stick together, and there's a really good group who are really glued to each other.
It means a lot because I grew up with doing cross-country skiing in the winter time. In Norway, it's always a tradition for everyone to do cross-country skiing, and now it's my life to be a cross-country skier. So yeah, I think the best part is like training hard and reach my goals, and then also getting so much experiences by traveling the world and compete every different places and to see nature different places. My name is Harald Østberg Amundsen, and I'm a cross-country skier on the national team of Norway. Last year, maybe my best season with winning the Tour de Ski overall and also the World Cup overall. So yeah, maybe last year was my biggest breakthrough. Today is a sprint, but the competition today is later. It's an evening race. You start and it's a kind of long day. You have to warm up, cool down, warm up, cool down. We are done with the race quite late, and then it's kind of an early start on the race tomorrow, and tomorrow is a long race. So I have to be really focused about what I eat after the race and try to recover as best as possible before tomorrow. My favorite Sponser product is the liquid energy gels. I have some problems sometimes with throwing up before races because I get so nervous, and then it's easy to get some energy with the gel. So I have used it for maybe 4 years now, and I also taken a huge step as an athlete, so maybe it's Sponser some part of my progression. But the most important thing for me is I was not so good to have enough energy on training before, and now the last years I got more serious about it and felt like how important it is to have enough energy during training and also afterwards and forwards. Yeah, and now the last week I got to see the fabric and meet the guys behind the Sponser, so now it feels a bit more like a family.
One more each, you can push up, down, and then up on. Set. All those skates. Come on, almost to the ring for that. One might go also coming out. He was coming out like blood. And they are going. For the trouble. Amundsen on the time for.
Now we are finished with our sprint here in Davos, and we are really satisfied. We have 2 ladies on the podium, and also won on the 4th place, 3 in finals. So it has been a wonderful evening. And you can say something about the wonderful boys.
Amazing, amazing. Johannes wins again. Valnes again on the podium. 4 guys in the final. It's much more than we could expect. So we are super happy. I think that we can have 2 glasses of orange juice this evening.
Yeah, and 1 gel from Sponser.
Yeah, of course. To spice it up a little bit.
That was a good one.